So I just want to tell everyone that as quickly as I have fallen in love with TikTok, I'm also stopping TikTok. I have deleted it. I have uninstalled it, deleted my account first, and then I uninstalled it. I just found out that it actually takes all your credentials, and of course I was scared. I was stupid enough to not even research what who developed the software. And there have been some, in my head, when there's smoke there's fire, so I don't really like waiting for things to happen until it's proven. So I just, there are possibly other platforms out there where we can develop more content. The only thing is that it was a very promising app because it had a lot of effects, it had a lot of flexibility, it had a lot of creativity that's built in, and it's about you trying to mix and match everything. And yeah, too bad. So today is not gonna be like one of those light days again. So we'll have another meeting, and part of the plans is to assume that this this enhanced community quarantine is still up for extension for the next probably 15 days. And not to scare anyone, it's not really about controlling people or doing anything scary, shutting down borders. It's not that. It's really about limiting the movement of people. And we've all seen different types of videos showing how people who work in office spaces are the ones who can be a likely source for contamination or infection because we are using air conditioning and there's no flowing air. So that's the agenda for today. The silver lining with this is that I like it when there's a planning involved because it means that people haven't given up. I've been running so many scenarios in my head in January, late January, and I have been really affected by starting off with the Taal volcano eruption, and I have already thought in my head some possible scenarios where the way we do things and the way that we work will be very, very different. And I'm just I'm just glad now that other people are doing it, because in a way I think I got burned out trying to convince people that this is the way now, that if you sulk, it's all the more that we will find each other in the rut because we won't have income coming in, and this is the best time to actually to think, because to think of how we can manage through this crisis, because this is a time where we are at our most creative. We have the time, we are in solitude, we can think. And and now the next phase for us is to actually think as if this is going to extend for days, starting off with a 15-day mindset that after April 15 we might get extended. And if that happens, what will we do? So that's the question that we need to answer this afternoon when we regroup for an online meeting. I'm a very realistic person, and uncertainty is something that scares me a lot. I don't know how I'm at the age right now where I'm in the position to actually suggest things, and I'm afraid I might run out of things to suggest because I got burned out the last couple of months forcing people just to think that this is what might happen, and now that it has happened, their reaction time is delaying them from actually accepting it. And but that's just how it is. That's just the way things are. So we're there. We're trying to keep ourselves optimistic. Every man for his own, and I think the best thing that I can do is to actually stay away from people. I have been okay. Not I'm not okay every day. I think I feel bad for the people who are weak physically, who are suffering, and of course those who have lost people they love. Considering this is just the start, physically I'm well, but I'm worried about how this will pan out in the end. So, if you're someone who's going through something, just maybe keep on posting what you're feeling, or what you're having for the day. Even as simple as that. I want you to know that this is a platform where we can all share and keep on talking and commenting whenever you want, because we will have to deal with stuff. Each of us will have different ways. Another thing that I recommend also that you do is to keep on listening to good music whenever we would have a long drive, or we would be in the gym alone. It always helps. Like if we have a long flight in the plane, it always helps to have some music on. And more so now, that is why singers, artists, and creative people have been doing a lot of music right now, and it's really good. It's really important. I don't know what I'm gonna do without music. I mean, I don't sing. I obviously don't, but it has helped me a lot. So, maybe that's one thing. Oh, yeah. One good thing. Yesterday I started joining Fitness First Thailand when they hosted an online body combat class, and I did it in the morning. It was so good because I haven't broken a sweat for 2 weeks now. It was so good. I just have to be careful about the shuffling to the side, but mainly it's about Muay Thai moves. So it's like martial arts and self-defense, I think. Those are the movements. It was so good. I did it at 9 a.m. until 9:45, and then there was a 7:30, but from Fitness First Thailand site, Facebook site, you have to go to Singapore. So I missed a little bit of the few minutes because I got confused where to go, but I finally found that it was in Singapore Facebook. So it was fun. That session lasted about 30 minutes. So I had the morning and the evening. So tonight, back to Thailand Facebook site. And then tomorrow, there's another one for the evening again, also in the Facebook of Fitness First Thailand. So it was nice. Free session. You can actually just watch, and you can just take things easy. It's like, punching, kicking, making sure you don't kick anything else like your stuff, my fridge, my, electric fan and all, my mirror and all that. Just be careful. And if you can, only if you can, that you wear a pair of rubber shoes, anything comfortable where you don't slide on the floor, because there will be a lot of lunges. Oh, and the renegade push-ups. Oh my god. Renegade push-ups. You thought it was easy, but after a while, you're like, okay, so this is gonna get faster. And then there was one time there were two instructors there in the Singapore FB site, and I was looking at the one on the left, and I didn't know that what she was doing was the harder version, and the alternative was being done by the instructor on the right side. So I was like, oh, geez, I never thought that renegade push-ups, and that's not even a full push-up, that's like a knee push-up, but doing this every time you go up. So I didn't know that was much harder than the burpee, because we had like punch 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 and then side, and then you go burpee jump and then punch again. I had enough energy for that kind. The renegade push-up was like something that, oh dear, I didn't know that was hard. So I suggest you try it, and I really hope, Fitness First, that you come out with another session for next week. Body combat, I really like it. I have stopped going to body combat class in the last 2 years, I think, but only because there were a lot of options for me, because I had body jam, I had body balance, and then I had RPM, all Les Mills, and all of those are done with gadgets, and I need a class. But now, the only thing I think that we can do at home is body combat. I cannot do grit, I cannot do pump, I cannot, so many things I cannot do, but body combat, it's the way to go. So thank you, Fitness First, for sponsoring a week-long class at home. Fitness First at home, it's very nice, and I hope that you continue to sponsor something like that during this time. You're doing really well. Thank you for that. See you again soon. Bye.